Salut YouTube, j'espère que oui, on est toujours dans Bastion. Ah, ça commence à ressembler à quelque chose, hein. Continuons, on a débloqué des trucs, donc c'est cool. Allons-y. Bosquet du bois de Zul, chérie de Putain, à chaque fois je lis Calédonia, quoi. Kelondia ont perfectionné leur mousquet et planifié leur patrouille ici.
That's Zolwood Grove, a nice quiet place to show a musket a good time. Ever felt a Zolwood gourd, like picking up broken glass barehanded? At Zolwood Grove, marshals learn to make every shot count. The trick was to pop all those nasty gourds without wasting ammo. Most marshals didn't get far on their first few tries. Had to catch a bunch of those gourds in a single shot. Funny thing about muskets is they work best up close. It took a keen eye, not an itchy trigger finger.
Deuxième prix, yes. 15 tirs au moins, c'est jouable en vrai, hein. C'est jouable.
Kid takes a little personal time for just him and his favorite musket.
Faut vraiment s'approcher.
Plenty of gourds to go around, even now.
Oh. Ah mais parce qu'on a réduit la dispersion aussi.
Marshals like to fine-tune their muskets to get better results.
Ok bon, tant pis. Tant pis, tant pis.
Marshals did more than just stand around shooting, of course.
Of course. C'est pas genre, j'ai pas assez. Zaloberie. Ok. Le marteau.
That's the scrapyard, where folks got to smash things and call it community service. The city's unwanted things all met their end in the yard. Folks who fouled up would do their time here, smashing things to bits.
Esprit sans objet.
The quicker they worked, the sooner they could go. Folks learned to plant their feet and put their backs into it. Others would plot a course to navigate that sea of junk. Had to work real fast for the finest prize.
Wouah. Moins de 40 secondes. Putain, vénère. Ok. Ah, j'aurais pu faire des roulades pour casser les trucs aussi.
Ever want to just smash things for a while? You know where to go.
Le fleuve Langston.
That's the Langston River. Used to cut all the way to the wild. Think it was bad then.
Ça va finir de ce gamin, je sais pas.
The Langston River flowed free and
C'est pas des
wild
pots quoi.
till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off. Riverbanks swarming with windbags.
Ah, du coup j'ai mis plus de portée,
They're
plus de
so
portée et
bent on
moins
finding the core, they hardly notice the kid.
une petite
Lucky for him, the
réduction.
certain famous ferry barge is still afloat. Weepin' Millie. She'll send some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. A security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. They're pretty steamed about what happened at Cinderbrick. They try to cut her off. They try to slow her down. They try to knock her out. Well, Weepin' Nellie tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors.
Par contre c'est dur de viser directement au bon endroit.
At least she picked a good spot for a break. 'Cause the core's right there.
Non c'est bien. J'aime mon build. Ça m'a... Ah oui ça m'a régène, d'accord. C'est bien ça.
Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. They've been watching his every move. They had their own eyes on the core. But why? Well, the kid ain't got time to think it over just yet. He finds Weepin' Nellie raring to go. Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough.
Son métourelle, très bien.
She's gonna need a little help with all them peckers. Crafty things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these. Security skiffs keep on coming, starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something. The windbags getting even better than here. They aim to smash with the galleon splinters. Well, it all proves too much for poor Nelly.
Tout va bien, peut-être.
She's just gotta make one last stop. With her last breath, Nelly gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground in Pecker country. They want that core real bad. Seems the calamity ain't hurt the Peckers' appetites. Kid shoes them off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times Kid nearly fell off the barge back there? Not even once.
Ok. En tout cas, le narrateur, il a l'air de s'éclater. Hein. Ta gueule.
Now, listen close. You should remember this next part. Why go to Prosper Bluff?
Aïe.
Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far. The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't.
Ah, ça. D'accord, ça a fait tomber le. On ne peut plus repartir en arrière.
And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it?
Ok. Je veux des balades en bateau plus calmes, oui, j'avoue, moi aussi.
The other kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while. How's it go again? Yeah, that's the one.
Lâche les barrettes. Du sud. Ah! T'avais les oiseaux dans les jeux vidéo, c'est trop rigolo. Sauf que dans Resident Evil où ils te piquent le cul et ils sont chiants à viser. Mais... Attention le poison. Putain, je vais pas toucher un TGV par contre. Ça m'embêterait un peu. Et heureusement, elle chante pas comme ça. Ah, je les barrette. D'abord aller là-bas. Et... Oui, d'accord. Ah oui, donc peut-être que je l'allume, ouais. Sinon ça ne sert à rien. Touché. Ouais, calmez-vous. Je crois qu'il y a un bonus du coup quand on les tue en contre. Hein. J'ai l'impression. Un bonus de XP.
No point explaining what happens next, right? Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed.
Un manuscrit abîmé rédigé par la langue traditionnelle du rat. En plus de ses notes illisibles, ce livre contient divers diagrammes scientifiques indéchiffrables. Les scientifiques indéchiffrables, des dessins et des formules mathématiques. Tout ça, quoi.
And besides, it's like the song goes.
Ashley, c'est toi?
They'll be here before too long.
Putain, Ashley.
We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow her again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find. Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either.
Zia. Manger cette chose était comme un rite de passage dans la cité. Les Ura aimaient-ils ça?
Most of the Ura never got a taste of Caelandia's fine goods. Unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here.
Ne passe pas grand-chose au-delà du bastion, mais tu trouveras peut-être un truc.
Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see. But leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view.
Shérif, t'ont-ils ennuyé? Tu sembles inquiète chaque fois que tu vois ce badge.
Girl tried to run away from home one time. But the marshals stopped that, didn't they?
L'écriture traditionnelle des Huras était interdite dans la cité. Est-ce ton écriture?
So many secrets in there, and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal.
Ah. Le journal de son papa. Tiens, un journal. Que signifient ces dessins et diagrammes, n'est-ce pas rédigés dans ta langue maternelle?
A scientific journal written in Zolf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much.
Eh bien, parviens-tu à le lire? Ces tableaux et formules ont-ils du sens pour toi?
If only I'd known half the secrets of the calamity were tucked away in that book. I'd have worked to translate it right away.
Fabriquons le temple.
Behold the Pantheon.
Les ennemis se vengeront dans les affres de la défaite.
A Kobe.
Kobe Bryant. Oh putain. Quel connard. Je m'excuse un peu quand même. Je suis un petit peu désolé. Il y a des nouveaux trucs à acheter. Ah, carrément les idoles de...
Finders keepers.
Carrément des dieux, des idoles de dieux. Les ennemis frappent avec plus de férocité.
Hensa.
Ah oui, on peut. Ah oui, c'est comme dans Hades quoi. C'est les runs à contrainte quoi. Les ennemis obtiennent de la résistance aux blessures physiques.
Javel.
Voilà, donc là je gagne plus de XP et plus de mes couilles, mais je me fais ouvrir le cul. Ok. Bah super. Gicleur arrête de gicler. Hein. On va passer à la machette de guerre. Entaille des applicateurs.
Anything survives a musket shot ought to be quick work for that blade. We track the final core beyond the city to the wilds.
À l'orée du monde sauvage.
That's the edge of the wilds, where Jawson and his boys disappeared.
Très bien.
The wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive. Place is so raw, even the calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it.
Effectivement. Oh putain!
What's better than having a slinger pistol in a fight? Having two.
Oh là là, ça y est, Devil May Cry.
Kid's faster than a slinger with those guns. Savage things lurking at every turn. Good thing pin cushions can't see where they're shooting.
Au secours.
Pecker's got the core, like they're building a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon. They shouldn't have let their guard down.
C'est sportif hein, par contre. Hein.
The core's right
Comment il
there,
marche avec ça?
itching to come home.
Je vais vous buter! Je vais vous buter!
Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight. All too easy to lose one's way out in the wilds. Kid takes a last look around, 'cause he ain't coming back. Wallflowers survive the calamity. It toughened them up. Let's take it real slow when the incursions are afoot. Handful of windbag shipments made it out this far. Kid's seen the last of them.
C'est pas très malin.
Don't ever turn your back on a pincushion. Kid's roused up half the wilds by now. Jawson's boys left all kinds of stuff out here.
Je vais aller ici là.
Slinger Jawson's old outpost is all that's left of him.
Parce que ça régène tout donc c'est bien. Merde, il y avait un trou, putain, mais...
When he gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. Lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals. Hit him anywhere but the hindquarters and you only make him mad. Pineapple's not the only good thing out here. By now, kid's got more needles in him than stabweed. Hardly any signs of the old Jawson camp.
Ça régène, d'accord.
The wilds already reclaimed this place.
Une chose fait-il.
Gives a wallflower a taste of its own medicine. He's anxious to get back. After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no. It ain't. Not by a long shot.
Oh mon Dieu. Je me disais aussi que 3 heures ça allait être court.
Something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says. But I will not.
Comment ça?
And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone.
Tu me sais qu'est-ce qui s'est passé là-bas?
Zolf cursed the city, cursed the Bastion, cursed me, said he was going home.
Tu vas bien? Qu'a fait Zulf exactement?
When Zolf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him.
Super. Super. Et ça va mon petit gicleur? Ça a l'air d'aller. Alors, capacité de munitions, dispersion de balles éliminées.
Takes a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm. Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health.
Oh putain.
The city brought the shards to the wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back.
Alors, champ de mercenaires.
Slinger Range is where the city's quickest pistoliers put themselves to the test. You have to think fast to survive the wilds, and none thought faster than the slingers. They could shoot their pistols with the speed of a machine.
Peut-être que ça, on va y arriver un peu mieux.
They knew just when to start shooting and when to stop. Those pistols could spit out rounds just as quick as you could pull the trigger. Learning to hold your fire can be its own challenge. Slingers were much quicker than the average pistolier.
Troisième prix, putain. Je crois qu'il fallait vider le... Enfin, les tuer très très vite. 500 points ou plus. Fallait être précis sur le... S'arrêter pile poil quand on a besoin. Tirer les 8... Ça devait être 8 balles pour les tuer.
Even the slingers weren't quick enough to escape the calamity.
Après, j'avoue, avec l'aide à la visée, ça serait mieux. Mais... Tant pis.
The less said about Drawson Bog, the better. That place will eat your mind.
Ok. Ça tombe bien, c'est là qu'on va.
After Zolf's little
C'est Crash
episode,
Bandicoot.
Kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Drawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go. What else could I do?
Bah ouais.
What could any of us do?
Trop le choix,
Zolf
hein.
put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad. But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine.
Et quoi là-bas? Rien. La DA elle est vraiment cool. Hein.
Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating.
Oh non. Encore un rêve de ses morts. J'ai pas forcément la meilleure.
Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know. Wherever he is, somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go. The dead welcome him with open arms. It pops him good. Let a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella. What do you say to a kid who's seen too much? I'm Zolf of Ligura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, pineapples, swamp weeds, ankle gators. There's no way out.
Je suis tellement concentré. Je suis désolé, hein, je parle pas, mais.
Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Kid sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering holes. The security's just on the street. He has the nerve to flash the shield. He's a petty thief.
Ah oui, j'avais pas vu qu'il y avait autant de PV en fait. Oui non, il prend juste pas de dégâts encore à corps.
Kid succeeds where the the calamity failed.
Comment ça, j'ai réussi là où la calamité a échoué?
Would you look at what he did to poor old Rondy, the bartender? Proper story is supposed to
Ça,
suck.
Giant, c'était leur premier jeu.
With this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's all right, snoozing there on a rock in the sky.
C'est le début du jeu, ça.
He wakes up. I'm just fooling.
Attends, je vais regarder. « 2000 et quelques. » « 2009. Attendez, j'ai vite fait sur le site et je crois qu'il y a la soundtrack de Hades en vinyle. Putain, mais oui. Oh, aïe, aïe, aïe. Ça, si j'avais une platine vinyle, je vous avoue que... Ah, je vous avoue.
He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of If, the bull.
Oh.
Gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend. His friend, he's come undone too. He sees what's left undone.
Ah, ils ont un peu plus de 10 ans. Ils ont quoi? Ils ont 12 ans. Ça fait 4 ou 5 jeux. 4 jeux, je crois.
Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to. The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Disgusting things.
Dégueulasse. Saloperie.
Ever heard of a lung blossom?
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
It's bigger than the stories say. With breath on that thing, like a scumbag sprung a leak. Say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind. Well, the kid prunes it down to size somehow.
J'ai un peu bourré. J'ai un peu bourré vu que j'avais mes comment dire, mes ultras là. J'avais trois bouteilles noires. Ça valait le coup. Et qui au corps à corps il y avait les plantes qui soignaient là.
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it.
Essaye d'invoquer plus d'idoles au temple. Non, ça va aller.
A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. Few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place. The Gravers, they are my justice. They seemed unstoppable.
Alors, je sais pas trop. Ah, j'ai pris un niveau. Bourbon Bastion.
The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
Vraie distillerie.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
Ah oui, il y a 3 trucs en plus, ok. Ah oui, d'accord. Chambre de rechargement, dégâts. Ah, dégâts. Alors en vrai, les rechargements, parce qu'ils rechargent pas vite. Hein. Ça c'est mousquet, cartouche d'impact, effet de contretemps supérieur sur tir.
The marshals learn to pack those shells full of fire.
Il y a tellement plein de trucs en vrai. Le jeu est ultra complet.
Want to stay alive in the wilds? Pack a pair of pistols and a good blade.
Décisif de duel. 125, ok. Tir unique, rapide et dévastateur dirigé directement vers la partie la plus vulnérable de l'ennemi. C'est l'ultra des...
The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan. Rothless Lagoon, even the brushers stopped going there. Didn't like being eaten.
Ok, bon on y va. On cherchait ce petit tesson.
Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothless Lagoon.
Ah non, mais le chevigator.
Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. All kinds of beasts we don't know up from down, still lurking about. Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon.
L'heure de track.
Even the brushers learned to fear this place.
Salut.
They used to think that ankle gators were extinct.
Ta gueule. Ah oui, du coup, on m'entend spammer sur la manette, hein, mais bon. Oh mon dieu.
They ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? The stinkweed. Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist. Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. They say you can't hurt an ankle gator unless it's raining. And it ain't raining. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit. Kid's got a mean throwing arm. Those pincushions been living off the ankle gator's scraps. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths.
Musique. Vas-y les nuages, là, cassez-vous.
Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass, and it's Queen Anne's lunch.
Bien à côté.
He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options. The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. That old gator's right on his tail. Bad idea to walk in gator grass.
C'est bon, j'ai eu. J'ai eu le cadeau.
Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding. Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the Queen.
Une chose pointue.
Ankle
Un œuf
gators
de
don't much care for their young.
Alligator.
That's why there ain't many around.
Sans le boss
Want to
man.
know how to find an ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait. The shard's sitting in plain view. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running. He's got it, and now to finish her off. starting to get annoyed.
Oh, regardez quand je la tape, les yeux qui pleurent.
And now he's made her mad. Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushes.
Si vous avez vu quand j'ai mettais des coups de lance.
Kid's done what needed to be done.
Ça aurait été beau si j'avais réussi à timer à chaque fois, mais bon. Putain,
Queen
la
Anne's reign was
pauvre
over.
Queen Anne, quoi.
We even got a crown jewel.
Ah, j'ai une boîte aux lettres. Penses-tu qu'il soit possible de dresser un chevigator?
That gator's a crazy gal, but so's the gal who promised to look after her.
Moi.
They
J'ai vu
said
une chose
Queen
pareille.
Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't.
Ouais, j'ai du pognon. Non, on va pas aller là, non. Le temple, on s'en fout. J'ai combien? J'ai 400. Ah. Je vais prendre ça déjà.
It wasn't fixed, it was unbroken. He's a spitting image of Slinger Jawson with that pike and them pistols.
Chose pointue. Ah. Manche creusée, vitesse de rechargement de lancer. Plus 15% de critique. Oui.
To fix a brusher's pike, you just need a good length of knife bark. All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it. Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
Malte de chute. Réduit les dégâts de chute de 200 dégâts en tombant sur l'ennemi, ouais. Seigle noir. Plus 2 tonifiants noirs. Oh. 20 vital. Survivance à une attaque susceptible de faire perdre. Donc, survivance. Survie. Écoutez, je vais prendre seigle noir. Et surgit un seigle noir.
Rise like hot violet
Lentement.
chowder on a cold day.
Connard.
Brings back memories.
Voilà, ça va chier. Ah putain YouTube, des bisous, c'est trop bien comme jeu, j'adore.